What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the hippie side of Twitch. But since you're watching this right now, you're in YouTube. I'll leave all the links below. This is an interview with Gary Gmundy. Please, he's an amazing streamer, family here to the hippie side of Twitch, and he's also family to me personally. That's the homie I really be talking to, bro. Big salute. But yes, please, everyone, just go give him a follow. I'll drop all the links below. I don't know what the hell YouTubers say. Like, comment, subscribe, smack shit up, smack the bell, do something with the damn bell. But yes, yeah, hello. Any words, Gmundy?
Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, come check us out. We're both awesome.
Yes, we are. Let's go. What kind of food are you into, dude?
So honestly, I don't eat a whole lot of junk food, which I know is kind of a little weird, right? But I really do like, God, what is my favorite food? That is a hard question, man. You gotta start with a hard one right off the rip. Like, come on.
I'm sorry.
I really love fried rice. So like, I'm a big fan of like Thai fried rice. Just because of like the variety that you can get with Thai fried rice. So you can get like all different kinds of vegetables, proteins, all kinds of different sauces, different spice levels. It's a really versatile kind of meal. And it's something that's grown on me the last couple of years. So I really enjoy Thai fried rice.
Oh my gosh, dude. Do you actually what do you call it? Like, do you make Thai fried rice as well?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Like stir fry it? What do you like usually do then? Like on, I don't know. Do you have any hobbies? Basically on your downtime?
Yeah. So yes. Don't get a whole lot of downtime with work, but
I believe it.
So no, really the only hobbies that I have, I like to watch. I've been getting it back into Twitch because I wasn't watching Twitch for a long time. So I've been watching Twitch the last about 9 months, I'd say. Yeah, thanks, Lemmy.
Oh, hell of a cook. Fire. I gotta try that out.
I do enjoy cooking. But yeah, really it's just playing video games, watching Twitch. That's pretty much it, man. That's kind of my life. It's just having some fun.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, dude. Every time I go in there, and I know I say this a lot with other people too, but it's just because I'm speaking facts. If I didn't enjoy being there, you've always been super humble, even before you were a streamer, dude. Like, you would say what's up to me in chat, and you know I was new at the time too to Twitch, and I still am new. You know what I mean? We're both basically new still. What got you into streaming, dude?
Well, so I went into kind of with the charity streams, and that was kind of why it started. And then when we came up to Extra Life in late October over the Halloween weekend, I was talking with my friend and my wife, and we were just kind of chatting about how, like, you know, I like playing video games with people. I like being able to experience it with everybody. And one thing that I really missed throughout the entirety of last year was being able to like have party games together, right? Like do Jackbox and things like that.
Oh yeah, I love Jackbox.
So like my big thing was like to try to if I streamed it, then I could have everybody come in and play with me, and like we could play with like some of the Cat Crew folks, and we could play with our friends, and that was kind of the reason why it started. And it's just kind of expanded ever since. You know, it's just now we've got emotes for an affiliate. You know, things kind of got big quick.
Yeah. That's another thing too, dude. Like, how long did it take for you personally to hit affiliate? Just for streamers, you know what I mean, that are planning on streaming, or people who are already streaming.
Yeah. So we did the Extra Life stream, and then we did our first normal stream the weekend after that. We streamed both Saturday and Sunday. I wasn't gonna stream on Monday, but then I got an email from Twitch that Sunday that I'd hit affiliate.
Oh wow!
So it only took about 4 or 5 streams, yeah.
In timeline, because a lot of people that I've noticed have had problems hitting affiliate. You know, they've had problems. You know what I mean? Like, I know somebody actually personally who's been streaming for a year and hasn't had affiliate at all. Like, how long in like time length do you think?
Yeah, so. That was about 2 weeks, to be honest with you. But honestly, that got it helped that I was a part of the Cat Crew. Honestly, like it made it a little bit easier because there was a lot of folks who already knew me. So when I said in Lily's Discord, specifically Lily's Discord, that I was streaming and doing a charity event, you know, the regulars like Virgil and Axo and JSmith, and like they all came out and they all followed, and they all, so like I hit 50 followers fast, like really fast. So I get that, you know, it can be a little bit tougher, especially like with the way that Twitch is now, because Twitch is really competitive, right? Especially right now. So it's I understand that it's a little bit tougher nowadays to get to that 50 follower point, but once you get there, man, everything else just kind of falls into your lap. It goes downhill. You keep working on it, you keep grinding, it gets there.
Okay, so basically, yeah. So it took you 2 weeks, 2 weeks to hit.
2 weeks.
Dude, that's boss. That's actually boss, because I know at least for me personally, same thing. It took I want to say it took 7 days. So it took 7 days, and basically you and me both, we sped ran affiliate. Do you have any tips for streamers such as like the person I mentioned, you know, a year and still no affiliate? What would you tell a streamer that's trying to get into that life, you know what I mean, of hitting affiliate?
Sure. I really think that playing games that you're passionate about helps. And I want to try to push that as much, because I know that a lot of folks really try to like laser in on the things that are popular right now and the things that everybody wants to watch. And there's some success rate in that, right? Like if you play Village when it comes out, there's going to be a lot of people looking to watch Village, right? But all of the people who are like really dialed into the Resident Evil community, they're also going to be streaming Village. And why would somebody watch someone who only has 32 followers when they could go watch Baku Soup, right? Or Trey D, right? Or Samurai D, right? Like they're going to watch the people who they already know are Resident Evil streamers, because they know they're going to get that experience from it, right?
Yeah.
So it's nothing personal. It's just, you know, you really want to be able to play something that you're passionate about, because then when you're talking with the chat, the people that come in, you'll be able to be passionate with them, because you assume, right, if they're coming in watching you play Final Fantasy V, like Jay Smith just said, if you come in watching them play Final Fantasy V and you're really passionate about Final Fantasy V, you'll be able to hold that passionate conversation, and that's how you get people to come back, right?
Of course.
So that's kind of the way that I view it, and I know it's not the same for everybody, and it's tough, but that's kind of what I try to avoid the popular stuff and try to stick with what I'm good at.
Okay, so basically don't play games that are like oversaturated and stuff.
Right. Try to avoid the oversaturated games. So
but I mean, I personally, I'm going to be playing Village on release, you know, like you were saying. I can't wait, dude, to see you play Village personally. That's going to be lit. But at the same time, do you really think, because I still believe if you play oversaturated games, I don't know, I feel like if someone generally likes you as a streamer, or just appreciates what you're doing, or just finds you cool in general, do you really think that oversaturated concept still applies?
No, probably not. Once you've got an established viewer base, you can kind of play whatever you feel like playing, right? Like, especially with your community, right? You've got a set group of people that come in and watch you play. Like, if you're playing Yak Yak, or if you're playing Sleeping Dogs, or like whatever you decide to play, or Resident Evil, right? You're still going to have like the same core group of people that come by and watch you play, right? And that's good. Once you get that core established, and then they start talking about, hey, this person is a really good streamer, this person is a whole lot of fun to watch. Like, yeah, the game, it has a portion of it too, but really when you're streaming like yourself, right?
Yeah.
So once you actually establish who that self is, that's kind of when you can just be like, all right, let's rock and roll, let's do it.
Yeah, Jay Smith just said it. Play weird ass horror games. Yo, thank you so much for gifting Lemmy. Yeah, I think that's how Jay Smith actually, because he has a founder badge obviously here, because he's one of the first people to be here from Team Cat Crew. And you're right. I also owe everything to Cat Crew and to Don's Story. For a new streamer, would you, I don't know, I guess try to find like not a calling, but like a group that you specifically chill with? Yeah, so what kind of, like, a community wise, like community based, for someone who's new or struggling with streams, like, would you tell them to just find a community?
Yeah, I think that's probably fair because then you can find like-minded people, right? And then it's once you start to build a relationship there, it's kind of everything, right? It's just like networking in real life, in real life, like because this is real life, right?
Yeah,
But like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like networking in real life, right? Like so if you're networking on Twitch and you're networking with folks who watch streams and then you try to establish a stream, right? They're more likely to be like, hey, I see this person streaming, like in a Discord channel or whatever. Let me go check them out and see what it is. And then they go, oh, hey, you know what? This guy's pretty funny. And just hit the follow button. Because with
Yes.
affiliate, that's what you need, right? You need the 50 follows. That's what you need. You got once you hit those 50 follows, that's it. Like, and you're rocking and rolling. Everything else you just have to work on and grind. So getting to the 50 followers, it really helps to actually like just establish yourself within a community for sure.
But I completely 100% agree with you there because 50 followers, that, I mean, if it wasn't for, the squad, and I can only speak for myself, honestly, because without them, I don't know. I can honestly see that, people were struggling because they don't have that backing, you know what I mean? When you find a group, I guess you could say, like Team Cat Crew, like we're both in, what would you say for that person to kind of, would you find them, of course, like-minded people, of course, but at the same time, there's other people who just want to join a community just so they can hit that oomph, you know what I mean, that extra affiliate, not an affiliate, because I don't know if you can actually join if you're not an affiliate. I'm not too sure about that. Don't quote me. But what would you say would be how someone would find the correct community for them?
Sure. I think the biggest thing is unlike what I just said, which is like establishing yourself as a person, it's going and finding somebody who like legitimately plays games that you like, right? So like when I first found Lily, I was running around trying to find Resident Evil 3 speedrunners. And that's all I was doing on Twitch. And I happened to find her randomly in July of 2015, so almost 6 years ago now.
Wow.
And then she only had, God, how many people were actually in her chat at the time? I think it was like 40 maybe. So there was like no one there. But I was just looking for somebody that was like speedrunning the game that wasn't necessarily top tier, that because back then it was Wolf, it was Dudley, it was Bach, it was Carsey was huge back then. And I just wanted to find somebody that was, like me, right? Not necessarily a domination, like they're not the best in the world, but they're having some fun and they have the community in and they're just trying to enjoy themselves, right?
Yeah.
And then it was awesome. Like that one stream was so much fun. Like it was so much fun. And I just stuck around, man.
So basically going back to the Twitch and like Jay Smith said, just an active community. Have you ever unfollowed somebody?
No, I haven't.
Okay, good. But what would make you unfollow someone?
It's simply just if they're just not a good person, right? Like if they're not a good person, I don't want to follow them. I don't want to come off as like a dick, right? But I don't want somebody who's like actively trying to discriminate against somebody. I don't want somebody that's actively trying to harm some other group of people. Like I don't want to be involved in that kind of person's life. So I don't even want to give them the respect of a follow at that point. But thankfully, knock on wood, right? I haven't gotten to that point with any streamers yet. So hopefully it stays that way.
I've also noticed people unfollowing just because, and it's happened to me personally, because I stopped playing, I don't know, Minecraft for a while, or I've stopped playing Phasmophobia for a while.
Yeah.
And I don't know, do those things, do you think those apply just because someone's, actively looking for that one game, of course,
Yeah. I think that's the tough part, isn't it? Right? It's the streamers that stream like a perfect example is someone like Bach, right? Who is known for speedrunning Resident Evil. But then the second he picks up like Silent Hill, Dino Crisis, It Takes Two, right? I mean, I think he even said that in Lily's stream the other day where like he played It Takes Two and somebody legitimately unfollowed, unsubscribed because they just hated It Takes Two. You're a Resident Evil streamer. Why are you playing this garbage game? Like, it's that's the difference between somebody who establishes themselves via a game and somebody who establishes themselves as a person, right? Yeah. Because when you go into Lily's stream, how many people tell her, well, why aren't you speedrunning Resident Evil? No one.
Yeah, no one.
No
Yeah,
one, because she's
that's
a
a fact.
variety streamer and she established herself that way. So it's just about how you establish your brand.
Do you think being a variety streamer hurts your chances at getting what's it called? Partnered?
Affiliated, a partner, either of them. Yeah, it's. I mean, sure, it's definitely tougher because when you're streaming something that's variety, as people who are looking like I was back then, right? I was looking for specifically Resident Evil 3. If you weren't playing Resident Evil 3 anymore, and I wanted to see Resident Evil 3, well, then I'm gonna go look for somebody else.
Let's see. I only watch variety streamers. That's very true.
And some people are like that, man, and that's legit. Like, and there's a lot of viewers that just watch variety streamers that are looking for just the person, right? And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But the majority of folks on Twitch look for games. Most of them do, and they stick around for the person.
Yeah, and that's happened where I've had people unfollow, unsub because, like I said, I stopped playing Phasmophobia because even you were there for my Phasmophobia streams where I was just doing nothing. But playing Phasm, I think I went on a Phasm binge for damn near a month, dude. And I personally keep my follow count off. Do you do the same? Not follow count. I'm sorry, viewer count. Sorry.
Viewer count. Yeah, I keep my viewer count hidden. It's mostly just because I don't really have a reason behind it. If people are lurking in my channel and they just want to chill, I don't want to call them out or know that they're there, right? Even the other day, this is actually kind of funny. So on don't take this personally, Lily, if you watch this. I specifically on Sunday streamed late because I was trying to avoid the folks that would watch me, right? Because I was nervous about speedrunning Resident Evil. I was nervous about doing it live, and that was the first time for me that I'd felt nervous about hitting the go live button because like speedrunning is really challenging. It's really hard, and I was nervous that I was going to embarrass myself in front of all these people that I had a lot of respect for, right? And then they all showed up anyway.
Yeah, I know. I was lurking there too. I personally, it was longer than that. Pause, Jay Smith. I know I suck. I would like to apologize for that. But yeah, honestly, because I feel, at least I can't even see who's watching the stream. You know what I mean? Because I know me, and I know if I see certain people in just lurking, I feel like it wouldn't be authentic. And you know me personally, dude. I do nothing but authentic shit. Like if it's not authentic, I don't want anything to do with it. And I know you're the same way. You know what I mean? You're not into fake love. You're not into this. And that's also why I'd like to really sincerely thank you for giving me this opportunity to interview. You're one of my favorite streamers, like for real. And I think everyone, for sure, everyone, please go check them out if you guys haven't already. Gmundy. I'll put all his links in as well in chat. Do you see personally who's in chat? I know some streamers don't, but maybe that might be just only a few people. I know I don't personally.
Yeah, I don't go looking because I don't want to, because I know it makes me nervous, right? So like if I'm speedrunning Resident Evil 1 and that's like the one time that like someone like a Bakba Soup shows up in my stream, I don't want to know that he's there unless he makes himself known. Like
yeah, very true.
I don't care. I'd rather him sit in the background, right? Watch my stream, see how I'm doing, and decide for himself if he wants to be a part of it, right? And that's how I want all people in my stream to feel. I want them to be able to come in, just stick around, chill out for a little while at their own comfort level, and then if they're like, you know what, I really like this guy, I want to chat, and they just start chatting, I'm all for it, man. Yeah. But like if they just want to sit there and chill out, I don't even want to see it. I turn the viewer count off. I keep the individual viewers hidden. It's easier that way.
How do you feel? You're gonna love this one. About when people, because you're up there, so when you're in chat, you just see everyone Gmundy, like bro, goes crazy. It goes crazy. I'm just speaking. Am I lying? If I'm lying, I'm dying for real. It's a fact. How do you feel when someone's like, "Hey, Gmundy, are you streaming today?" in someone else's chat?
So personally, it's a kind of a mixed bag because there was Sarabium, I think, that posted something on Twitter about this the other day about how you feel if somebody's just like, oh, I'm going to stream today kind of thing. And I was honest. I said, for me personally, it doesn't really bother me, right? Like I'm going to watch this person or I'm leaving, I'm going to watch this person because for me, and is there harmful intent behind it? There could be, right? I'm not going to try to just say it's not, right? There's a chance. But for me, it's that person's just like, hey, this person. So like if someone told me that like, hey, I'm going to go watch this person, Kitty Rar, and she's streaming Pokemon Snap right now, and I just really want to go check her out. But hey, I hope you have a good stream. That's that person trying to share their interests with you. And I'm okay with that, right? Like I'd rather them share their interests with me, and like because that helps me grow then, right, as a person. Because then I get to go out and go follow that person if I like them, or if I like Pokemon Snap, I can go watch it if I want to, and I think that's helpful for growth rather than detrimental, right? But again, there's always those people that do it for malice sake. They want to get it. They want to get their own followers. They want to hit affiliate by grabbing your viewers, right? But like. How many times have you had somebody say, hey, I'm going to go stream today, and then you've actually followed that as a viewer, right? Like, never. You've never done that. No one has.
You're probably hurting yourself because, I mean, a lot of people on Twitch are already like, bro, quick, cut that. It's happened to me plenty times, you know what I mean? It's happened to me plenty times, and you've personally been in chat talking when someone was just like, hey, bro, I'll be back. I'm going to go stream. And personally, like you said, I completely 100% agree with you. Like, dude, I don't feel like there's malice intent for the most part, but there's always a potential there because, first of all, you don't really know if someone has a second agenda,
right?
And
you don't.
And you're super right about that. And I feel like at least a lot of people shouldn't feel that hurt by it. I guess I don't know if hurt would be the right word, but
yeah, no, I get it.
How do you deal with that though? Especially when someone's blatantly going in your chat and saying, "Hey, I'm gonna go stream," or "Hey, I don't know if this happened to you, but it's happened to a lot of people I know. Hey, go follow me. I play the same game."
Yeah, and it hasn't happened to me, believe it or not.
What?
I haven't had somebody come in and do that. No, I haven't. Which is, hey, I'm just as surprised as you are.
Dude, it
hasn't happened to me.
And I hope it never does. Let's see. Collabo hype facts. It's a Hippie and Gmundy collabo. Yes, dude. Dream come true. Dreams happen. Santa must be real too. Shit. But the one thing I really love about your community, Gary, is everyone there. It's not just having a lively chat. Like it's everyone's super supportive of you. Even like when you get smacked in games, I noticed you don't even really get mad like I do. You know me, I'm raging, I'm cussing up a storm. I start getting pretty livid. Very livid. How do you keep so calm in those pressures where you're like, you keep dying, and you don't get mad? You laugh like how you just laughed right now. You're like, oh man, and just keep laughing.
It's just I've spent a lot of my life being angry.
Really?
And it's just there was a point where I just decided it wasn't worth it anymore. And it's just, and obviously I still get frustrated, right? Like even when I was streaming Metal Gear Solid the other day, I got frustrated with the ninja fight because it was one of those really unfair fights, right? Like there wasn't any kind of strategy for it. You just had to get lucky and learn the pattern, and that was it, right? And that's okay, right?
Yeah.
But those types of games, like the Dark Souls types of games, they don't appeal to me. And up until that point, Metal Gear Solid was like, it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was pretty well paced. It had really good voice acting. The music is fantastic in that game. And then all of a sudden they throw this bitch boss fight at you, and it sucks.
That's a fact.
And it frustrated me. Yeah, for sure. It frustrated me. But even then, like when you get past it, you have a laugh about it. You just move on. You don't let it bring you down. It's just not worth it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your mental energy. It's just, you're better off just having a laugh about it, moving on, and trying to find the best in life when you can.
Yeah, dude. I can't even see you as an angry person. Like, I don't even. I can't. Jay Smith said, Gmundy, you need to trademark that laugh. Death boss fight. Yo, What? You guys only banned one person in your channel, and it was a bot?
Yeah. So we banned 2 people so far. One was a bot. And then the other person came in during one of the charity streams, and no, that wasn't even the person that we banned. It was somebody during Metal Gear Solid.
Really?
Yeah. They got frustrated with me because I was stopping, and they called me weak, and they said like some other stupid shit, and I was like, you know what? We don't need that negativity here. You can go.
Exactly.
You can go.
But I mean, even then, at least in my opinion, I don't think did you show any type of resentment, like angry about it, or
no?
You see, that's why I stay. Like ever since Gmundy, I've watched his streams personally. I'm there. The man is solid. He's excellent all the way around, and he's super humble. You mentioned you being angry a lot. Can you speak on that? It
was a lot of where do I start with that? Pretty tough childhood, you know, like most people, right? And I was always the nice guy. I was always the nice kid. I didn't want to I never wanted to be mean to people. When people were mean to me, it used to make me like emotional when they were mean to me, because I couldn't understand how they could possibly be mean to me. Like, what could I have possibly done to make you be mean?
Yeah.
And then there was a point where I got jumped when I was a kid.
What?
And it scared the shit out of me. And it kind of changed my perspective on things, and I decided that I was gonna do what I could to try to learn how to defend myself. Where all I'd done up until that point was try to all I tried to do at that point was try to learn more, right? All I wanted to do was like increase my knowledge. I wanted to be smarter. I wanted to get better grades. I wanted to be the smartest kid in class. And then when I was 15, I had changed over to like, hey, I need to learn how to defend myself. This can't happen to me again. I won't let this happen again. And I got scared. So it was, I took a weight training class instead of a design tech class. And with it came a lot of, I got sheltered, you know, didn't feel like talking to people anymore. Didn't want to learn anymore. I was constantly on the lookout, like worried that the next person was going to come up and like try to do something to me, you know? And I just, and I took that all the way up through college. Like,
really?
Yeah. And it wasn't until I hit it's about when I started really talking to Lauren a whole lot more that I started to calm down again, and things started to get back under control, and I started to like re-find who I was. But yeah, it was a long time. That would have been almost 8 or 9 years.
Who's Lauren?
Lauren's my wife.
Ah, okay. I'm just saying for people in the chat.
Yeah, gotcha.
So basically, you basically changed your whole dynamic, and honestly, I think that sounds more or less like trauma to me, if I'm gonna be honest with you. For someone who's getting bullied, like right now, how would you handle that? Obviously, we don't promote violence on the hippie side of Twitch or on Gmundy side of Twitch. How would you handle that? Like just a bully in general?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Realistically, the bully really gets a ride out of it when he gets a reaction out of you, or when they get a reaction out of you, forgive me.
Yeah.
But when they get a reaction out of you, that's really when they start to like continue to do it and really start to pick on you specifically and continue to try to like bully you in particular.
Yes.
And that's the biggest thing. It's just you can't let it impact you, because that person's probably going through something just as bad as what you've gone through. And even though they're not doing it constructively, they're reacting to those feelings themselves. And I'm certainly not a therapist, so please don't take this for all right.
Yeah, please do. We are not giving medical we're not giving shits here, okay? No medical shits.
But the big thing is like, it's just, you know, you have to understand that they're going through some shit too, right? And like,
yes,
it's hard, right? It's hard to sit there and think like, hey, this person might be going through some traumatic shit, or they may not have, you know, gotten somebody that actually cared about them, and this is just how they're outreaching. And there's some people who are just plain out just mean. They're just rude, right? Like that's just how they are.
Oh yeah, they are.
you just distance yourself from those people, and you just, you know, you don't give them the time of day, and you keep moving on. You know, eventually they're gonna get tired of it, right? It's just not worth their time. You know, they're not getting the reaction out of you, so why should they bother? They can go pick on so and so who's better, like. But like trying to reach out for that person, trying to like understand. I obviously there's only so much you can do for somebody.
I like what Jay Smith said. He says try to de-escalate. If that don't work, not beat. I just read that last part. Damn it, I got debated again. Lawnmower, how's it going? Like, would you say to talk to an authority figure at least?
Absolutely, yeah, sure, absolutely. It depends on how far it goes too, right? Like talking to your parents, like first and foremost, especially if you're a teenager or a child, something like that. Talking to your parents first is what you should do. Don't be afraid that person's gonna like do something in particular if you tell your parents or something like that, because there's nothing that they can do to you that your parents can't stop.
Yes.
But when it comes to like, especially when you're a teenager, if you're in high school, going and talking to the principal, the vice principal, the counselors, whatever you need to do, some adult that's in that area that can help de-escalate the situation, like Jay Smith said, without the fighting part.
Yeah. Minus the fighting part. Yeah.
But yeah, anybody, because they've been in most cases, right? They're used to having to de-escalate those situations.
Basically, the way I grew up, it was very, very different. I've been bullied myself, and basically my mom gave me poor advice. Everyone in my life really gave me poor advice, I'm not gonna lie, because I was always taught that, and my sister can vouch for this as well. It's if they mess with you, you don't need to tell anyone, because sometimes that'll make the situation extremely worse. And you basically, just like Jay Smith actually said, you gotta go in.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I just don't think that's the right answer. It's just not. It's like, because fighting negativity with negativity does nothing. It doesn't change anything. It just people see that happening. They think that that's the solution, and then all you're doing is like pulling more negativity in the world. And like, what are you solving then, right? Like, even if you short term stop the problem, you're still creating more, whether they're internal or external or otherwise. You're still creating more problems than you're solving. So what's the point?
Yeah. So how did you handle your bullies though? Like, that time you got jumped. Can you walk us through like what transpired, how it happened? How did you deal with it?